Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name's Tanya, and the reason I'm laughing is because I looked up and I already had my camera going, and I wasn't ready for it. So sorry, I'm trying to keep the glare out of my glasses. It's just so annoying trying to figure something out. But I want to show you something. I'm going to share with you a recipe. And have you ever gone to a restaurant and you had like garlic toast, or gone to somebody's house and had garlic toast, and you just think, man, let's just skip the entree. I could eat this garlic toast until it's all gone. Well, I'm going to give you the recipe for that. And it doesn't take a lot of ingredients, but I make up my mix ahead of time, and all you need at that point is really good bread and some butter. So I'm going to show you what we have in it. I'm going to show you straight in my drawer here. This is my spice drawer, but I want to show you what you have here. So I'm just going to list it off, and you can find the recipe in the description of the video, but I'm not going to mix it up now because I already have a container of it, and I don't want to do that all over again. So you're going to go with 2 tablespoons of basil. This is not fresh basil, this is dried basil. This is out of my garden, and it's still the dried leaves inside this jar, but you just crumble it up. But most of the time when you buy it in the store, it's already crumbled up. So 2 tablespoons of basil, 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. Here's what the oregano looks like. 1 tablespoon of dried crushed rosemary. This is the goods. That's what makes it so good. I didn't know that for a long time, but I do now. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Let me find the garlic powder. Here we go. Garlic powder. 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it gives it a really, really good flavor. So onion powder. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And that's all it is. Isn't that crazy? So let's go over, and I'm going to spread some butter on some sourdough bread that I've made. And we have some friends coming over for dinner tonight, and I'm going to show you just how easy this is to put together. So go with me. Okay, we're over here at the bar now, and here's what my seasoning looks like just in the bottle. I'll show that to you. And it's one of those bottles, just like the spices I was showing you over there. I just emptied it out, cleaned it out, and this little cap can be saved to use it, which is good for sprinkling. Otherwise, I'd just pour a big blob of it on there, and I wouldn't even be mad about it. Okay, our sourdough bread. At some point, we're going to do a video on sourdough bread. I'm going to show you how to make this. You just won't believe it. You just won't. It's easier than you think, and I hope Becky from Acre Homestead is out there watching, because if I can make the bread, she can make the bread. But then I don't have a newborn baby in the house either. So anyway, so we're going to take the bread. I usually slice it, put it in this container, and keep it in the fridge, just because organic stuff is just perishable. It is. So I don't make any apologies for that. It's so much better for you, but I don't mind keeping it in the fridge because normally I toast stuff anyway when I eat it. So I have some butter that I let set out for maybe a couple of hours now. This is some just Kerrygold Irish butter. And it's good, but just use what you have. Normally, I do not, well, not normally. I never buy salted butter, ever. My butter is always unsalted, so the salt in this spice mixture is perfectly enough. Just kind of slathered on there. Our guests are not supposed to be here for another hour or so. So I'm just going to make this now to show you what it looks like, and then I'll video putting it in the oven and letting you see what it looks like when I take it out. But it's not rocket science. You know how to make toast. So I'm not showing you anything special. It's just that the recipe is special. It's a special mix of herbs and spices, and I think it is fabulous. But you could also use this for so many things. So just keep a jar of it mixed up in your pantry, and you can use it on any kind of meat or vegetables. But my favorite way is to put it on bread and toast it. This butter is really good. If you haven't tried Kerrygold, this video obviously is not sponsored by anything, but Kerrygold butter is really good. That or Plugra, man, I'm telling you, if I were wealthy, that might be one of the first things on my list. From now on, we are only buying Kerrygold or Plugra butter. But as expensive as butter is right now, I'll tell you what, when I find it for $4 a pound, I'm buying my limit of them. They probably think I'm on something when I get to the checkout because I've got my limit of everything that's on sale. But that's just the times we live in. Okay, I think that's enough butter on there. Set that aside, and then we just simply sprinkle this on there. I personally think probably the rosemary and the garlic is my favorite flavors in this, but you may find that the basil is, or the oregano, but altogether it is just the perfect mixture. There's not too much of one thing and not enough of another. It is absolutely, it's pretty spectacular, I would say. I think you'll find it worth the effort to make up the spice mix. You really don't use that much, but anyway, again, there's our bottle. So we're just gonna set this aside and we'll come back and put this in the oven later. And then when we get it out, I'll show you what it looks like, and then I get to eat it. So we'll be back in just a bit. Okay, sorry, my lighting's not as good, but we're gonna put these in the oven now. I also have a cherry galette and some rolls in there. So my oven isn't really as hot as what I've normally cooked these at. I'd put these on about 400 and bake them for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how crispy you want your toast. But we're gonna put these in there, and then I'll turn the camera back on when it comes out. We're just gonna slide this in like that. I'm just seeing how many things I could possibly cook at the same time. So we'll be right back. Okay, ready to take our garlic toast out of the oven. Everything else is ready too. Okay, there's a look at it. It smells so good. And I know you're probably thinking, she's got rolls and she's got garlic toast, but I wanted to do a video of these. I had to do two. So we got two bread things. These will go with our salad, and the rolls will go with our soup that we're having tonight. So we'll put this aside on a hot pack. And thanks for joining us, and we look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. See ya.